Hi, Namaskaram. This is Kapil this side. So today I'm going to talk about something which is very, very dear to my heart, and that is Isha Kriya. I remember the time, I think it was 2014 or 15. I don't clearly remember the months, but that time when suddenly I stumbled upon Sadhguru's videos, and Sadhguru was talking about this Kriya, which is called as the Isha Kriya, which is available free of cost on Sadhguru app. So you can download it from the Play Store or the Apple Store. Now, coming back to the topic, so I heard about this Kriya, which is the Isha Kriya, and if you start the meditation, this is a guided meditation by Sadhguru himself, where Sadhguru says, close your eyes, and with every inhalation you say in your mind, I'm not the body, and every exhalation you say, I'm not even the mind. I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind. But then the moment you hear about it, you will say, come on, Kapil, we don't experience it like that. So when I'm inhaling and I'm exhaling, I'm not experiencing myself as something else. I experience myself as the combination of body, mind, and emotions. So here is the most simplest way of getting to that most innate experience that you can have of yourself, which is beyond the body, which is beyond the mind, which is beyond the emotion. So in my own experience, having done the Isha Kriya and the other programs that Sadhguru has to offer, what I understood is that what we are essentially calling as our true self is a constant, non-changing, experiencing element in us. And I'll give you a very simple technique using which, at least intellectually, you will be able to get to that understanding that when Sadhguru says, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, it is actually true. Look back in your life and see, observe all the experiences that you have done so far. And tell me one single experience that has lasted forever. So let's take some basic examples. When you are driving the car, you are driving it for some time. Once you arrive at the destination, you stop the driving. When you are eating, you eat the food. Once your stomach is full, well, you stop eating, right? So likewise, whatever experiences you have done using these 5 sense perceptions, which is hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, and touching, all these experiences are temporary in nature. Even the experience of your own body and your own mind is temporary in the sense, if you go to Google and if you see, if you look at the human anatomy and you look at the structure of the body, we have cells and organs and, there are different parts in the body. You will see that at a cellular level, everything on our body gets recycled every 3 months, which means trillions of cells that are right now powering my body are completely getting recycled in a matter of 3 months. Likewise, look at your mind. All the thoughts that are happening in your mind, they are so ephemeral, which means they are so temporary. You cannot hold on to a thought even for a few minutes. So every thought is a transitory activity in your experience. Body is a transition in your experience, even though you don't really experience your body is transitioning. But you look at your life, when you were a small baby, right now you're like this. One day you will become old and your body will again get transformed into something else. So I'm saying that your emotions are constantly changing, your body is constantly changing, your mind is constantly changing. But what you are calling as your essential self, it never changes. And I think it is the experience of everybody, right? In every expression of yours, you say, my eyes, my hand, my legs, my brain, my mind, which means in your experience, there is a clear distinction between what you call as your body and what you call as yourself. And when you say my mind or my thought, obviously, if you're saying it is my thought, it is yours, but it cannot be you, right? So that way, if you look at everything, you will see that there is a constant, non-changing, experiencing element within you, which you're calling as yourself, which you are not able to experience right now because you are too much enamored with your experiences using the five senses. And the reason why you cannot experience what we are calling as your true self, which in English language or in general language we call awareness or consciousness. In Sanskrit we called it Turiya, which is the fourth, right? So you have the waking state, you have the dreaming state, you have the deep sleep, and then you have the fourth state of experience, which is Turiya, which is the one which is powering your body, mind, and emotions. So that's why there is so much emphasis when we talk about, the Isha Kriya. We are talking about taking our mind, taking our body a little away from what we are calling as ourselves. That's why Sadhguru says, I am not the body, I am not the mind. Then if you keep practicing this simple Kriya, you will find that one day something else will emerge as an experience within you, which you can clearly differentiate that this doesn't belong to the realm of the body and this doesn't belong to the realm of the mind. And to help you understand this in a very, very simple example, I'm sure each one of you have gone to the cinema hall where there is a big white screen. Now the moment a projector start projecting the light and the sounds start coming out of the speakers, suddenly there is a whole new life that comes into form. Like there are different landscapes, there are characters, the hero, the heroine, and then there are villains, right? However, if you really look at the reality of that entire thing that is happening in the cinema hall, the actual reality is of that entire cinema that your eyes are able to see is the background screen, which is always non-changing. It is the non-changing quality of a cinema screen that makes all those characters come alive. Likewise, it is your non-changing experiencing awareness in the light of which everything shines, including your body, your mind, and your emotions. And the moment you recognize that, you will have one more insight. And that insight is that if there is something that is non-changing within me and it is empowering my life, then it must be empowering the life of the person sitting next to me. Then it must be empowering the life of a plant, the animal, and everything that is out there in the universe. And that's where that knowledge dawns upon you, the knowledge of awareness, the knowledge that everything is one in this universe. And when I had that experience, that was one of the happiest moments of my life. So if you want to get these kind of experiences, you can go to Sadhguru's app, get started with Isha Kriya, and then there are many more experiences which I will talk about in my consecutive videos. But I'm sure that it will give you a huge relief and it will make you happy. So if you like this video, go check out Sadhguru's app, Sadhguru's channel, watch all the videos and make your life easy. Bye. Take care.